Anxiety has gone up in the recent years due to many reasons, including the pandemic, but it's also because we are living in very safe times. Our minds and bodies are still ancient, right? So, in those times, back in the primitive era, in the ancient eras, we have always been in danger to be eaten by a predator, to be hunted, to be killed. There was always danger. Now almost every country on this earth, I said almost, it's safe, right? At least much safer than it was before. So, of course, the instinct is still there, the survivor instinct. But because there is no danger, like to, go outside and be eaten by a killer, then the mind is looking for things that can go wrong. It searches for your protection. All these things that you think about, all these worries that you have, your subconscious mind is doing it for you. So you can take actions and measures so you can be safe and survive the day. You see, also the anxiety is taking many forms, such as worries, doubts, uncertainty, all these type of fears. Because in its definition, anxiety it's a fear of a future event that didn't happen yet. So, on short, you put focus on what you don't want to happen. What you want is to put focus on what you want to happen, right? So you need to a little bit of practice, like everyday consistency, in order to achieve that. In many ways, anxiety, most of the fears actually related to that is are irrational. Actually, one of the acronyms, my favorite acronyms for that, for the fear in terms of anxiety, is false evidence appearing real. It's all in your head. That's why also this term of overthinking is derived from, right? Because you overthink a lot about potential dangers or potential things that can go wrong, you know. So what can you actually do to eliminate the anxiety or at least reduce those sensations and also create better outcomes for the future? Well, it's exactly what I've mentioned before. You have to put focus on what you want to happen. So here's a technique that I usually use with my clients. Of course, in some sessions we have different techniques. Some are more powerful than others, but this is like the most basic ones when it comes to anxiety. So what you want is to go to that future event that you so fear. For example, let's take an interview or an exam, right? So you overthink, you have a lot of worry, you have doubts, you fear that you're going to fail. So let's take that as an example. You go to that event in the future, you can close your eyes if you want. It's just like a meditation with visualization. Yeah, I would say a mix if you want. So you go to that event and visualize how after 15 minutes the event is finished with success. This is really important. Don't imagine the negative outcome or the failures or no. 15 minutes after success, after a positive experience, after that result that you want to happen, that positive one. So 15 minutes after, see what you're going to see, what you're going to hear, and what you are going to feel when you're going to have this success. Picture that image. Because listen, the mind doesn't know the difference between imagination and between reality. I'll say it again. The mind doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. Basically, you're already projecting, you're manifesting your future. You're creating it actually. And at the same time, you're reducing your fears, at best eliminating. Did you notice that when you already pictured this positive experience, You felt better? Notice your sensations in the body. How does it feel? What does it create? What are the emotions? Do you feel happy? Do you feel confident? Do you feel enthusiastic? Do you feel the adrenaline pumping up? I hope maybe a mixture of those would be actually the best, right? So after you see this experience with 15 minutes, so after 15 minutes, you see what you're going to see, what you're going to hear, and what you're going to feel. It's time to take this to the extreme. For example, if you hear your friends coming to you and say congratulations on your success, then hear them screaming and yelling congrats and hugging you and throwing confetti or whatever. Be creative in this and take it to the extreme. That's the point. You are already creating your future with this. You're projecting, you're manifesting, you're creating your own reality. That's why many athletes and many people, successful people, have practiced visualization. Very powerful technique. Do this every day, every morning and evening, in the afternoon, whenever you feel like. But the key is to be consistent and don't allow the negative thoughts to come in and interrupt your your visualization and start with the fear again, having doubts. Actually, whenever you have these doubts again, just say stop, in your mind, or you can say it out loud. Stop. Say also your name. For example, my name is Sebastian. I say, Sebastian, stop, stop, and then visualize again the positives, just like in this exercise. Put focus on what you want, and remember, also self-talk is going to help. Talk to your subconscious mind and say that everything is going to be fine and that you can handle everything. Actually, say this to yourself every morning in the mirror, that you can handle everything that comes your way. And if one can do it, so can you. Remember, if you say you can or you say you can't, you're right. So choose your side. I hope this helps. Many people came to me with this kind of worries. Some of them had more acute anxiety. Some of them were more in the forms of doubts, overthinking, fears, like smaller, but like those annoying things, like this uncertainty, this you don't feel at peace. You know what I'm talking about, like when you have interviews or exams, or you want to create a business, and you look with all the things, you have these worries, this uh, anxiety. I don't know how best I can describe it, but I really hope that this exercise that I've shared it with you is going to help you reduce or control your thoughts. And remember that sometimes you actually need that adrenaline, especially if the event is going to be very important. It's normal to feel this. Why do you need this adrenaline? Well, it's because it's part of your survivor instinct. If, for example, you would be in danger, let's say that you stay in a room and you see this big animal or a tiger enters the door, you will be in seconds out the window. And you actually, that's why you need that adrenaline, right? Is that fight or flight response. But of course, in these modern times, sometimes it goes against our nature. I don't know how to explain this so you understand. For example, if you have an interview and you're one of those people that are shaking when they are nervous, then that's not very helpful, right? To have a shaky voice in the interview, and it can show that you lack confidence and you have insecurities and you're shy. So yeah, that's why it goes against. But with those tools that I share with you, with the self-talk and the meditation, the visualization technique, You can control, at best eliminate, at worst reduce the anxiety, and also create your your best outcome, the one that you really want. So take care, and don't forget to show some love with a like and a subscribe to my channel. And if you have any other topics that you want me to address, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll make sure to make a video about it. Until then, take care and goodbye.